Okay, so a little unhinged raider in this video, so you know, viewer discretion is advised. I don't care how I'm viewed. I get on here and say what's on my mind, and what's on my mind is that Aaron Keller is a fraudulent waste of fucking human life. So this guy made a great video. It'll be the first link in the description if I remember to do that. On the current state of Overwatch in Korea, where tanks are rebelling because playing tank in 5v5 is absolute cock and ball torture. So they just go mauga and shoot each other in the face to, I guess, rebel and like protest and hopefully prove a point to Blizzard. Now this boils my blood for one main reason, and that's that me and Korean pros share the same mindset. You know, I have a lot of people tell me I rage bait for views or I just enjoy shitting on the game, but truthfully I rage because it boggles my fucking mind how people don't objectively see how 5v5 is terrible. Now I can use the word objectively now with a little more emphasis because you bitches, I got the Koreans on my side. They are thinking the same thing I am. The most competitive players who treat the game like it's their life and who are so much better than any other region and know how the game works share the same opinion as me. And the reason I get so fucking upset is because to me it's just so obvious. This shit was obvious. Like how can anyone think 5v5 isn't objectively worse than 6v6? So it pissed me off when people would say I just rage bait or cry just to cry instead of giving a valid reason why 5v5 is better or counter my arguments with actually valid points. 5v5ers make the dumbest fucking arguments like, oh, imagine going against Mauga and Hog. Like, yeah, that wouldn't be a problem because they're not going to be super tanks to make up for the fact that there's only one tank. They're actually going to be killable. But wait, I promise I'll come back to this point later. And another reason why I get so upset is because I know this game can be great again. Will it be perfect? No, obviously not. No game will ever be perfect, but going back to 6v6 will remove a lot, and I mean a lot of the fucking bullshit that is in this game. You know what? Say I trust the game for views and ad revenue. You can have that shit, bro. Have it and shove it straight up your candy ass. You know what? I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is. This video isn't gonna be monetized, and even with the video not being monetized, I mean not making any money off of it, I'm still gonna sit here and say Aaron Keller needs to fucking die. I'm gonna say that shit with my full chest. Say I take it too far. Say I shouldn't be saying that shit. I don't give a that fraudulent fucking is gonna address multiple pointless things like on Ron's face, like the anniversary event, anything but addressing how 5v5 is objectively ruining your game. And now I'm gonna be even bolder because I got the Koreans on my side. Me and the Koreans, we are gonna spin the block on this full Aaron Keller and make his lights dim sum. Dim sum is Chinese, not Korean. You're a freaking racist. Yeah, I gotta be careful with the Overwatch community. These people are as soft as a baby's bottom. This little fucking fraud will address everything to make himself look like an angel, but when it comes down to the glaring issues of 5v5, his pussy ass isn't gonna say shit. If Aaron Keller worked at NetEase, this dude would have made a whole ass document about how the team is gonna stop making revealing skins. Pander to the fucking pussies who cry about it. Oh, stop objectifying women. Oh, it's just so revealing. You can tell the design team are a bunch of men. And I will sit here and say, you know what? The Gunnar skins are a little egregious. You know, they're a little too much. But guess what? I don't give a fuck. And I'm glad the devs aren't addressing it because there's way more bigger problems in that game, like the fucking supports. Just like in Overwatch, there's a much bigger problems like 5v5 super tanks, yet Aaron Keller is out here addressing Onron's face, addressing pointless shit like the anniversary event. Fuck you, bro. Yourself. He's not going to address the actual problems because he's scary. He's shivering thinking about how he's going to have to speak on it soon. Him and his little cock gobblers who want the early access and NDA contracts. Now I'm going to go off Samito's video, but in his reaction video he mentioned that Flats said he preferred 6v6. Again, I don't know if this is true or not. I'm just going off what Samito said. But if this is indeed true and Flats did indeed come out and say 6v6 is his preferred format, isn't it fucking funny how he admitted that when he mainly plays Rivals now and didn't say anything? Notice how he sat on the fence the entire time he was a full-time Overwatch creator. Nah, listen, I'm not here to attack Flats, but hey, all I'm saying is that my shield video might have a little truth to it. People will learn. People will learn that GS Raider doesn't give a fuck about views or statistics. GS Raider gets on the mic to speak his mind. Objectively, there are incentives that Blizzard gives you to talk good about their game. Like you get flown out, you can play test the new heroes, you can sign NDAs and get a scoop on what's going on behind the scenes. Shut the fuck up, bro. Talking about like, oh, I promise I'm not getting paid. Like obviously you're not getting fucking paid, but there are incentives to fucking talk good about the game. Unlike those little cocksuckers, those are the ones who mainly defend 5v5. If a creator says 5v5 is better, notice how close they are to Blizzard. I want you guys to notice that these same motherfuckers are gonna get on the mic and say that you grift for views. You're only talking negatively about the game because it gets you views. Bitch, again, I'm gonna sit here in this unmonetized video and tell you to yourself. You need to die. I don't care how unhinged I'm viewed. I don't care how you people see me. I'm gonna speak what's on my mind, and I know that's a foreign concept to you Blizzard cock gobblers. It's solely to call bullshit out when I see it, and I feel like I have a pretty good bullshit detector, and when I look at Aaron Keller, my meter starts beeping like a motherfucker. This man will tweet about pride but not take pride in the fucking format he's forcing us to play. Now let's talk about what the Koreans actually said. It's basically what I've been saying for the longest time now, how shitty being the only tank feels.
이제 오버워치 2로 넘어오면서 탱커는 한 명이고 딜러 힐러는 두 명씩 있잖아요. 혼자 있는 탱커한테 인게임에서 정치를 하는 비율이 되게 높았거든요. 혼자니까 힐드를 쳐줄 사람이 없으니까 이제
탱커가 이제 혼자다 보니까 옆에 변호를 해줄 친구가 없어요. 근데 힐러는 이제 변호를 해주고 딜러도 변호를 해주는데 내 옆에 있는 애는 잘못 아니야 이러고 이제 일단 탱커한테 뭐라 하는 것 같아요.
It is garbage. Playing tank in 5v5 is the worst, and I mean worst psychological torture anyone can endure. It's so bad. It's why the tank section of my last video was the longest, because playing tank genuinely made me want to fucking myself. And one tank doesn't only affect the quality of matches for tank players. As I said in my last video, before any of this came to light, before any of what the Koreans said came to light, if you're on support or DPS and your super tank is fucking remedial, you just lose. You get a one-trick tank when the enemy counterpicks them, you just lose. You get a tank that doesn't want to go a dive tank to contest their hit scan, you just lose. You get a tank who doesn't know what the word cover means, you just lose. And it's like, I've been fucking saying this for the longest time now.
일단 탱커는 못하면 집니다. 탱커가 막 계속 죽고 그런다. 일단 그래서 토대가 없으면 그 위에 기둥도 못 짓고 뭐 인테리어도 못 하죠. 그래서 이제 탱커가 못하면은 이제 시작도 못 한다. 그냥 그래서 그대로 진다는 거예요.
And if you're a religious GS Raider viewer, which, you know, first of all, base, second of all, you will know this is true. You know I've been saying this shit because it is just so fucking painfully obvious, and now it just like makes my blood boil, because now I know that even the pros, even the Koreans, see how fucking dog shit this format is. Now I want to bring up a point that I haven't heard anybody say about 5v5. So people bring up the fact that Hog and Mauga would be annoying to play against in 6v6. You know what tanks are annoying to play against in 6v6? Do you know? Do you know, guys? The tanks designed for 5v5, because no matter what you scale their numbers down to, their base kit was made to do it all because they were gonna be the only tank. Obviously, the first thing that should come to your mind is Hazard, because this guy can leap across the map. He has a wall, has a block that does damage as you're blocking. He can instantly delete you. And then there's Ramatra, who has a shield, can brawl, can poke, can block and be unkillable. Then Domina and every fucking tank that's gonna come out after them, because they're gonna be designed to do it all to make up for the fact that there's one less tank. So when you take these tanks and put them in 6v6, my doggy, it's annoying. It's like, even when I'm playing 6v6, I can't escape the mess, the fucking shit stain that is 5v5. It's like, bro, I know I said at one point that I didn't like playing the 6v6 playlist because it's not the main game mode, so the player base is going to be smaller, so the match quality is going to be smaller, and nobody's going to take it seriously. It's not a really serious competitive game mode because it's not the main format, it has a smaller player base, yada yada. You know, all that bullshit I said, I take it back, bro. I've been playing 6v6. I can't stand 5v5. It is so fucking terrible. It is so terrible. And now people can't say it's a skill issue. Again, you can't say it's a skill issue. You can take that excuse and shove it straight up your fucking dumb ass. So I've been grinding 6v6, even though it's not the main game mode. And even when I'm playing 6v6, I just can't escape the horrors of 5v5. Now, you 5v5 defenders have to ask yourself, why was 5v5 a thing in the first place? Can't be queue times, because queue times shoot up to 8 minutes in Diamond. Can't be player agency, because in 6v6 you can actually dual tanks. I think they couldn't muster up their two brain cells to figure out how to balance double shield. And then also they wanted a reason to slap the 2 on it, just to, you know, sell Overwatch 2. They knew they didn't have the shitty ass PvE ready, so they said, boom, here's a new format. And now they're too scared for their own pride to admit it's a shitty format. They're scared people are gonna flame them for keeping 5v5 in the game for so long and ignoring 6v6, calling them dogs or whatever it was on that one official broadcast. And I'm here to say Yes, I will be here. When they go back to 6v6, I'll be here to tell Aaron Keller to kill himself and make an I told you so video, because that fraud needs to rightfully get cooked for putting his pride above the game. Wants his fucking ego stroked by addressing Onron in the anniversary event and other pointless shit that don't affect the fucking game. It's becoming clearer and clearer how bad of a decision 5v5 was with your Korean tank pros getting sick of it. Even the Aspen tournament that was recently held being in the 6v6 format. Again, this video ain't monetized because I really do not care. The shit I said in this video came from the bottom of my heart, just like every other video. And the bottom of my heart says Aaron Keller is a fraudulent punk ass bitch. If you smell
what the Rock is cooking.